Listen carefully. This is going to be a very important 15 minutes for this podcast and for anyone listening. This is the first episode of Business Models Explained, so I really want you to dive in and see if you like this format and see if you got any value. My aim is that you'll get $1 million worth of value from this episode in 15 minutes, and I'll hook you for the next one, because what we're going to do on the next one is dive deeper into how this actually works. So please listen in, comment, message me, send me a DM, just let me know what you think. I look forward to talking to you soon. Now let's dive into the episode. Welcome to the Location Independent Startup Show. Here we discuss business, lifestyle design, personal development, and much more with some very special guests and experts who have been there and done that. Learn how to live life on your terms with me as your host, British entrepreneur and investor, John Cavendish. Okay, so welcome to a new episode of the Location Independent Startup Show. On this episode, I'm going to try something new. And that means that if you're not watching on video, it's going to be a bit different because I'm going to do some screen sharing and some recording, but hopefully I'm going to explain things as we go. So whether you're listening to the audio version or watching the video version on YouTube, you can really understand and get what I'm doing. So when I started this show, what I really wanted to do was to actually create something that is, as well as inspiring people and understanding how other people did a journey, I want to show, how business models work. So that means that I'm going to run different series where I go through how models work. So currently, they're going to be things like e-commerce, so specifically Amazon FBA, because that's what I have experience with. There's going to be running an agency. It's going to be productized services, and there's going to be anything else which people ask for and also that I have knowledge about. These things are probably going to run into multi-part series. This is definitely going to be a multi-part series so that they're easily consumable. Just like you can watch one video and then come back later. It also means that I can cut it up when I'm recording it. And yeah, just let me know in the comments or in a direct message. Just see what you think. Let me know what you think of it. So what I'm going to call this is Business Models Explained. And the aim of this is that we, from where we are now, whether that is working in a 9-to-5 job, whether that's already running our own business, what we need to learn in order to, have more happiness, more fulfillment, and obviously make more money. So basically, how we can be happier. So these are going to be different business models, and all of the business models will be different ways of getting from point A to point B. So, this doesn't necessarily mean that a business is never going to make you happier. I think growth and fulfillment make you happy. But I want to see, I want to give somebody who's watching this a path to get from where they are now to where they want to be. And business can be one way of us improving ourselves, us helping other people, and us feeling like we contribute. So, I did a lot of Tony Robbins in the past. And Tony Robbins, they talk about human needs. Didn't think I was going to go into this, but I really want to cover this before we get kind of deep into this section. So human needs are 1, variety, 2, certainty. You can put those the other way around if you want. 3, significance, love and connection. 5, growth, and 6, contribution. Of all these things, what Tony Robbins says is that these 4, the first 4, they are, our base needs, like these things we all need. And the other 2 at the bottom, these are our spiritual needs. So these are like higher level needs. So if we want to do something that we're going to stick and we're going to actually want to do and do for the long term, we need something that meets 3 of these needs. Because, 3 of these needs being met makes something an addiction. And if our work can be an addiction, it basically means it's going to be effortless because we want to do it. We want to do it to fulfill our needs. So, for example, if we're setting out, we don't have much money in the bank. I would say for me, when I started out, significance is a big one. I wanted to make more money. I wanted to have more of an impact. I wanted certainty because I wanted to know, not have to think about the next paycheck. And I wanted growth. So, I wanted to become a better person. I think a lot of us set out looking for significance and certainty through business. And then once we've got that certainty, then we can look for what we need at the next level. And for me, that's been growth and hopefully contribution through this podcast. What we're going to concentrate on at the moment. So this one is Business Model Explained, Amazon FBA. So this is, basically what I'm going to do is go through a high level of what Amazon FBA is right now, so that in the further episodes, I can break it down into how you do every single part. So if you watch this episode and if you listen to this episode, you should, be able to basically say, okay, I understand what Amazon FBA is and how people make money doing it. In essence, Amazon FBA is a form of e-commerce. And that means we're selling stuff on the internet. In simple terms, FBA just means fulfilled by Amazon. So we go FBA, and that just means that it's being kept in the Amazon warehouse. So we get products, we put them in the Amazon warehouse, and then Amazon basically sells them for us. So we didn't do any of the marketing outside of the Amazon platform. We'll talk about that a bit later. Maybe you want to do some of that to make more, to give more traction. But we put the products into Amazon. We create good assets, like good listings, good quality assets for Amazon to use to sell the product. And then we send traffic to it internally. What reality is, though, is we're creating a brand. So we're creating a small brand that's our own product. The reason for doing that is that if you want to sell a product on Amazon and you don't have your own brand, say I wanted to resell, these mice, these Logitech mice, then there's going to be a lot of other people selling these mice. There's going to be, Logitech themselves might want to sell it, and maybe another 100 dealers in the UK or in USA selling this product. If we create our own brand, if we create, Cavendish mice, then it's only us selling them. And if someone else wants to sell them, they have to ask our permission and they have to buy from us. So that's the reason for creating our own brand. So what we're doing, we are finding a product that works on Amazon. So there's a market opportunity. We're then validating the opportunity. That means we're saying, okay, opportunity means that we think we can compete. We're on the Amazon platform, we're looking at products and we think, there's a gap there. There's something that we can do which is not the same as everybody else or is slightly different, or we can market it differently. So there's an opportunity for us to have a product that sells. So once we've got a product that sells, then we need to validate it. So we know we can probably sell something, but can we make money selling that thing? And this is a really important step. So then we go and see, will it make money? So will it make money? In essence, to me, is can we buy it and have it shipped into the FBA warehouse, which is the Amazon warehouse, for the right price so that we can sell the thing and actually make a return on it. So actually that's validate idea. Then what we do is we find a product. So then we validate the product. And what that means is we have to see whether we can actually get a high quality product to sell on Amazon. So we're going to find the product. So we might be finding the product in Europe. We might be finding the product in the US. We may be finding the product in China or in Vietnam or wherever you want to find it. But validating and finding the product is super important because, if it's not good quality, it's going to die immediately. So once you validated the product, you're like, okay. We then place an order. So then we place an order. So that means a test order of a small to medium number of these products. And we get all our branding done, order stroke. So then we have, something moving. From there, we basically create listings, create assets. That's creating assets, on the Amazon platform. So that's pictures, listings, images, basically words that sell. Then I'm going to go for number 6. If anyone's watching this on the video, it looks pretty funny because my writing is terrible, isn't it? Number 6, we then ship in the product. So shipping, ship product. So that's into Amazon. Number 7, we market and test. And number 8, we scale and grow. And that, in essence, is Amazon FBA. So if I just go through that again from start to end. So it's a form of e-commerce. First, you identify an opportunity. This is an opportunity that's a product that sells. So a product that sells, when I was doing this, I'll give you some experience of me doing this. So I was looking at Amazon, say I want to sell these mice. I go into Amazon, I look for keywords, which we'll talk about in a future video. Maybe each one of these things will be covered in 1 or 2 videos. And we really dive deep and say, okay, if I want to sell these mice, what's the competition like? What price is everyone selling it at? How much feedback is there? And is there something that people are asking for in the mouse space that isn't there already? And can we find that? So that's opportunity. Number 2, we validate the idea. So we see if it will make money. That's by basically doing some research on numbers, doing some research on price we think we can buy it for. So this is a high level validation. Number 3, we validate product. So once we think we can buy the product for a certain price, we order a lot of these samples and we see, can we actually get it for that price? And if we can get it for that price, basically that's a good thing. Then we place an order, we do our branding. I probably shouldn't combine these. Maybe I'll split these out when we do it later. But, that's a good thing. We place an order. It can be big, can be small, depends on your situation. How big is big? Usually anything from $5,000 to $50,000, depending on what level you're at and how big you're willing to go on this. 5, we create assets. So these assets are images, listings, basically everything you need to sell the product. Then we ship the products. These two can be done in whichever order you want them to do them in. Shipping the products, so we're going to go talk through how to ship products, how you can save money, how you can ship them, whether it's air or sea, how to do calculations, how to work out the pricing. Then we market and test. So in marketing and testing, we're basically seeing how much does it cost us through advertising to acquire a sale, what's the conversion rate of the listing, and what's the customer feedback. Because having high quality customer feedback is super important. And if the product isn't good enough to have good customer feedback, you're fighting an uphill battle the entire way. And we don't want to be doing that. We want to be going downhill as much as possible, in a good way, along with gravity, not going downhill. And then we scale and grow. So once we know it's good, we hammer pedal to the metal, foot down, either making sure this product's good and how we're going to get to profitability, and then what are we going to do to take advantage of this? So how are we going to scale? How are we going to expand? So this very, very messy thing is basically Amazon FBA. And what I want to do in these series is to help grow the belief of anybody that's watching this video that this can work and how it is going to work. One thing before I continue is I'd like to ask anyone that's watching to like and subscribe. And I'm going to be doing this as a series. So if you like, subscribe, and then you put notifications on, I am going to release a video, either one video for each one of these, or I might combine 2 together if it's not too long. The aim is for every episode of this show to be somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes so that they're easily consumable. And that's it. So if you have any questions about Amazon FBA, please post them below, or anything that you'd like me to dive into. So, we've done multiple 7 figures revenue through this business model. I probably should have started with that. And the aim is for us to, for someone else who watches this little series to be able to do what I've done. So the aim, if you do this, is an income stream, is a multi-million-dollar business. And a multi-million-dollar business is a vehicle you can use to live the life you want. So thank you for listening, and look forward to being with you again soon.